Yeah, I think Sundowns may be disappointed that their winning sort of streak in the league has come to an end. But I think in a couple of weeks' time they'll probably, in a way, be relieved, because that pressure just keeps building week in and week out, and just speaking to one or two of their people, they are feeling that sort of pressure. It's a nice pressure to have, but it does keep building. So I think, this just might just put them, that winning streak is over now, and, focus for the next big match that they have this coming week. So it feels good. We also, I told the players, everybody talks about Sundowns and then their winning streak. But we ourselves have been in good form, and I think not losing today just continues the momentum of 3 wins and a draw in our last 4 league matches, and has just sort of elevated us in the league. But there is still work to be done. The league is still tight. 1 or 2 losses and a couple of teams below you win, you just get sucked in again. But I just think it was a really good point. We can now go away next week against Galaxy in the Cup, and go there and try and have a good cup run. And on your second part of the question, obviously it was devastating for us, the loss of Ashwin, and it's sometimes I think players just realize that your life can be taken away at any stage, and you need to respect what you are doing, and you need to be grateful for the fact that you are able to be playing. So I think it taught us and the players that every day, you've got to train hard. Every match you've got to play as if it's your last match, and we want to do well. We want to finish the season strong. And I think also adding to that is also the addition of Ikram Reyners and De Jong. I think has just lifted the mood of the team to have a goal scorer coming, scoring goals for us. We had been playing well enough in previous matches, but maybe not taking the chances. So I think that's also helped us turn things around.
Mark?
Steve, so given how many times it's kind of slipped in the past, in the next stage, what went through your mind when it's ball goes in the second minute?
Yeah, we've had a bit of a history. Probably the most was 2 seasons back where we just were conceding. We conceded to a late Shalalule goal. Not 2 seasons back. So, it's a bit devastating to think that you've put in all that effort. And Sundowns are a team, when they do get a lead, they are very difficult to then break down. They just, slow the game down, keep the ball. A little bit fortuitous, what's the word? A bit of luck there for us to get in behind and, got the penalty, which I do believe we deserved. I was just devastated to concede in that manner at that stage of the game. I didn't really think maybe there was a way back. And then after we got the equaliser, maybe there was a little half chance for either team to maybe even get a winner.
Okay, Coach, looking at Ikram Reyners, he has scored 6 goals in his last 4 matches, 5 matches. Yeah. Do you think, was it easy for him to settle into the team, or he had to do extra special things for him to settle into the team?
No, I think obviously him having been here in the past and helped us get promoted and had a really good first season. For him to come back, I think he's comfortable. It's an environment that he enjoys, and he's a type of player that not too much instruction, not too much sort of defensive responsibilities. His ability is getting in behind, making forward runs. So just maybe giving him that freedom. Showing a bit of love and care for a player that's I think he's on 40 something goals and 85 matches or so for us. I think is a massive return. So he only scored 5 goals for 58 games at Supersport. So for him to have the 6 and the 4 is just it's just really good for him, and it's good for us.
Coach, obviously you guys have got a lot of young players in your squad. How heartwarming is it to see other teams also now introducing more young players?
Yeah, it's easy when you're 20 points ahead in the log to bring in some youngsters. We do it the difficult way, but yeah, it is nice to see. It's refreshing, and to see a couple of the youngsters of Sundowns getting opportunity. I think it's good for the country. It's good for the future going forward that the younger players are given opportunity. So credit to Sundowns for doing that, and long may it continue.
Coach, just outside the Reyners factor, his impact and influence, I think 5 games now unbeaten from correct. What do you attribute to just the starting possession game?
As I said, the previous ones I mentioned, but also, it's like stock. I think it was 9 matches without a win at some stage, and then now, to go 5 games, 4 wins and a draw is a massive turnaround. So I think a lot of factors. I think one was just believe in our process. We're a club that trusts what we do, and sometimes it doesn't always happen immediately. But if you really analysed and watched our matches, the Chipper games, the Sekakune, Marumo Gallants games, it was not like we were getting overrun and outplayed, and we were in all those games and maybe just conceded some sloppy goals. We also had a crisis at centre-back with a lot of injuries, so we had to change a lot of our centre-back pairing, whereas now we've got a bit of continuity in that centre-back pairing, which I think has also helped. But it's just a belief in what we do and trust what we do, and just keep working hard every day and you'll get the reward.
Okay. 3 more, David.
Coach, just a word maybe on your captain Dino. I saw he became the club's record appearance holder today. He's the Duracell bunny. He's always there, always running, always going.
Yeah, I know Dino is just fantastic for this football club. I think you're all sort of well aware he's had a tough 18 months to 2 years, losing family members, both his parents. Oshun was a relative of his cousin, and recently, about 2 weeks ago, he lost his grandmom. So, for him to continue, and now he sort of looks after his family and siblings, and for him to still continue to perform week in and week out the way he does, and the effort that he gives, is just credit to a really good person and a good human. And I'm just really delighted for him that he's been able to do that. When I arrived at the club, right in the beginning, when Sammy Troughton was still here, him and Ashley were also related, would be coming to training from school as young sort of kids, together with even Jaden Adams was younger. So to see them fulfill that, to become sort of idols in their community, people look up to them, they're upstanding members in the community now. So really, really pleased for him, and he deserves every accolade that he gets.
2 quick ones, Mark.
Yes, just a word on the young centre back that you obviously told him to watch Shirley, like not many might have decided, which he did. So a word on that, and also who's been called up for Bafana?
Who's been? We haven't got any call-ups.
No one's called you.
No. So if clubs have been called, then obviously we don't have anyone in the squad. I'm not aware of anyone in the squad, but I'll get to Makanya today. But I think if you just looked at the squad today, for me and Tetwa, just showed played with authority. He commanded the midfield. He won every duel that he was involved with. And I know he was in the recent Bafana squad, but I was hoping that he would make it. On Makanya, just what he's doing at his young age, just growing every week, the way he handled the conditions today, the way he handled the best striker in the league, and his tenacity and his willingness to be a winner, and just the way he plays, it's just calm. There was a couple of times he made some really timely interventions, and under that he's even calm under pressure, and doesn't just kick the ball away and keeps it. We're very happy for him, and I hope a player like him, maybe gets a look in at the under 23s, of which we also at this stage don't have any news on. But I'd be surprised if we don't have at least 2 or 3 players in that under 23 squad.
Last question.
Coach, in my experience in the media, besides Mark, but I've known you as a coach that speaks very honest truth. I understand that David Stellenbosch is here. Cameron is not playing here.
Yes.
He contacted you. Have you spoken with him? Do you know that he's made a club? Anything?
Yeah, we did speak to him. So he's training with Marty's now. So basically we've had a chat. He needs to get back to some form of playing, even if he has to go a step lower, and just get match fit and match sharp, and then we can always later on look how we can maybe look to help him. But also he needs to help himself. There's an open invitation for him to have come to speak to us, that we would give him a program to follow, a conditioning program, and that once he shows that that commitment is there to get his conditioning, we won't close the door on him, but a lot of the onus is also on him.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.